Leadership. It's one of those things we're obsessed with. Every self-help book, podcast, and motivational speaker talks about how to be a leader. But there's a question underneath it all. Are some people just born to lead? Is leadership an innate quality, or is it something anyone can develop? And if some people are naturally cut out for it, where does that leave the rest of us? Think about the leaders we admire, world leaders, business icons, even the people who seem to run the show in school. They often share similar traits: confidence, decisiveness, and charisma. It's easy to look at them and think, they were just made for this. And science suggests there's some truth to that. Research on personality points to a handful of traits that make leadership easier: extroversion, emotional stability, and openness to experience. People with these qualities are more likely to take charge and thrive in leadership roles. But that's not the whole story, because leadership isn't just about having the right personality. Sometimes, it's about being in the right place at the right time. Think about the quiet person who steps up during a crisis, or the reserved team member who becomes a voice of reason. These moments reveal something important. Leadership isn't always about who speaks the loudest. It's also about who takes responsibility when it matters most. And that ability to lead can come from the most unexpected places. But here's the catch. Not all leaders fit the same mold. Some are loud and bold, commanding attention in any room. Others lead quietly, preferring to work behind the scenes. Think of an extroverted CEO versus a thoughtful team mentor. Both lead in their own way, but their approaches couldn't be more different. That raises a crucial point. Being a leader isn't just about personality. It's also about adaptability. There's also the argument that leadership isn't something you're born with. It's something you grow into. Skills like communication, decision-making, and empathy can be learned. History is full of unlikely leaders who rose to the occasion when the moment demanded it. You don't have to be the loudest or the smartest person in the room to lead. Sometimes the best leaders are the ones who listen, who observe, and who guide with quiet strength. But if leadership is a skill anyone can develop, why does it feel like some people have a natural edge? Part of it is opportunity. People who grow up being encouraged to speak their minds, take initiative, and handle responsibility tend to develop leadership skills early. If you've always been given the space to lead, you're more likely to step up without hesitation. On the flip side, if you've been told to stay quiet or follow the rules, you might not even see yourself as a leader, even if you have the potential to be a great one. And then, there's the psychological piece. How we view ourselves matters. If you believe you're a leader, you're more likely to act like one. Confidence plays a huge role in leadership, and people who see themselves as capable tend to take charge. But self-perception can be a tricky thing. What happens if you don't naturally see yourself that way? Are you shut out of leadership forever? Not necessarily. The truth is, leadership is complicated. Some people do seem to have a head start, whether it's because of their personality, upbringing, or social privilege. But that doesn't mean leadership is reserved for a chosen few. People grow, change, and evolve. The person you are today isn't set in stone. Leadership isn't just about traits, it's about choices. The decision to speak up when it's easier to stay quiet. The willingness to take responsibility when others won't. The courage to fail and keep going. And for those of us who don't see ourselves as natural-born leaders, here's a thought. Maybe that's not a bad thing. The world doesn't just need one kind of leader. It needs people who lead by example, who value empathy over ego, and who understand that leadership isn't about being the loudest, it's about lifting others up. Some of the most effective leaders aren't even the ones in the spotlight. They're the people quietly making things better behind the scenes. As for me, I'm still figuring it out. This whole channel is about discovering who I am, and maybe that includes what kind of leader I could be. Because at the end of the day, whether you're born to lead or you grow into it, leadership isn't about a title, it's about showing up. And maybe, just maybe, there's a leader in all of us waiting to emerge.